because that jet has this very forward line, like we have beautiful information.
Why am I getting a fucking Steam message? Buttnose just sent me a message of a guy that looks vaguely like me. Anthony Fantano? How do you all know who that is? Who the fuck is that? A very well-known music YouTuber. I know that this is a -2 take, but like, why would you listen to music YouTubers? Just listen to music. Like, if you like music, just listen to music.
But maybe you like their music. What do you mean?
No, he's not. He's a critic. He reviews music.
It's been rough.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Ridiculous reflex.
Just f***ing find it yourself. I don't know.
Concerning territory.
Yeah.
But like,
I just want to see NRG
is video really a good form for that? Surely a written form is better.
Written?
I don't know. I don't know.
Written would be the worst form. What do you mean? You can't hear the music when they're reviewing it.
But you can't hear it anyway. If they're going to review it, they're not going to play the entire tune, are they?
No, but they can talk about the different elements and then you can actually hear it.
What I'd
written?
rather...
You literally
Yeah,
picked the one format that makes no sense.
No, what I'd like him to do is just type like, you should listen to this band, and then I go and listen to it myself.
But that's just a recommendation.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Not everyone wants that.
Well, what do people want?
They want to know about the different fucking elements from someone who knows more about music than them.
Oh, bollocks to that.
Your job is to cast on Valorant. What, you think you should just get rid of them? Just watch the game? Fucking idiot.
Yeah. If you like Valorant, why would you watch a Valorant critic? Just watch Valorant.
Yeah, I agree with the people that I should stop my YouTube channel and start writing articles instead with no
I'm just saying, if you're reviewing something, like if I was telling you the best match of the week to go and watch.
So what do you think of film reviews as well then?
Now here's where I'm going to expose my biases. I think I'd prefer a film review because I think there's more.
Films or music.
I think
you biased against films.
No. For films, I think there's more.
Oh, you biased for films versus music.
I think there's more that goes into it. I think there's more to review. I think there's more to pull. Music is just fucking la-di-das, isn't it? Just put it in your ears and enjoy.
And it's going to be all the better. Only Mata.
That must be bait. That must be bait. Music is la-di-das. You sound like a fucking the most unintelligent, like misinformed gammon that has ever lived.
It's not a defensible take, but I do have no interest in listening to music reviews, and I do have a lot of interest in film review. But I think it's just the medium, maybe. I just don't give that much of a shit about learning about the history, inspiration, or meaning of music beyond what I'm able to pull from it myself.
That's just personal preference.
Yeah.
You don't have to shit on a whole guy's life because of that.
I wasn't shitting on his life. I will be. Like,
Sideshow or
I'm
the
not
guy?
that much of a music guy. I actually do treat it a bit like just put the la-di-das in my ears. I think I use music at the moment basically as just something to keep me mildly entertained while I'm doing other boring tasks, like cleaning or cooking or something.
See, now, that's interesting. I mean, I would say I'm the opposite. I find films mostly dull.
Really? No, I find them much more engaging. I have started also not listening to as much music and listening to podcasts instead. So I'm already anti-music and I'm getting more anti-music.
I mean, I listen to a lot of podcasts, but
You've only got a limited amount of time in the day.
Yeah, I know, but I find that when I listen to music that I like, I'm happier than listening to podcasts.
Sometimes I want to listen to some music, but I can't be bothered, so I put it on like 1.5x speed.
Take fast control towards speed.
You don't put music on 1.5. There's no fucking way you've just said that. That can't be true.
Why is it okay?
You don't put music on 1.5. No one has ever done that.
Why is it okay to do that for YouTube videos and podcasts, but it's not okay to do it for music?
What's going on with me? Doesn't move out of the way.
There's no fucking way this is true. Tell me this isn't true. Tell me you're baiting.
No, I mean,
You've got me. You've won. You've won. You fucking won. You can admit it now.
That one's bait. That one is bait. I mean, that one's too far. Even I don't do that. That's psycho behavior. The rest of it was true, though.
I mean, honestly, I'd never even thought about anyone listening to music on 1.5x. It's such a foreign thought.
Can I tell you what's gonna really piss you off? When I listen to an album for the first time, I will listen to each this is I know that this is psycho behavior. I listen to the song until I know I like it, and then I add it to a playlist and skip the rest of the song. So when I first listen to an album, I only listen, like, the more I like the album, the less I listen to it.
But how long does it take you to figure out whether you like a song or not?
Sometimes I know I like a song within the first, like, 30 seconds, 15 seconds. Sometimes it takes me 2 minutes. Sometimes I listen to the whole thing and think, nah, I didn't like that.
But you listen until you either like it or you don't like it and just listen all the way through if you don't like it.
It pisses off my family so badly, because I'll do it on speaker sometimes, and then just skip the song as soon as I realize it's a good song, after I've added it to a playlist.
Skip the song as soon as you realize it's a good song.
Yes, because the point of me listening into
Bro,
it the
sign
first
you up for
time...
talent. Get on the fucking talent team. You just want pain. You just want to be yelled at, don't you?
No, because the first time I listen to an album, I'm listening to it to see whether I like it, to see whether I want to add it to my, like, collection of music I listen to regularly.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I don't want to listen to the whole... I want to optimize it for efficiency. If I know I already like a song, get it in there and get on to the next one.
You said in the first 20, 30 seconds or some of them. Like, songs can have a great intro. See, this is the thing. If you understood, you know, maybe listen to a reviewer, they could say, oh, this has got a great intro, but then it kind of turns a bit shit.
Well, but I wouldn't trust them. I'd have to listen to it myself, I think. I don't know that I'd find somebody that I had the same taste as.
Yes, I'm sure there is only 3 music critics, I think. I'm not saying you have to like music critics. That was never the point. Like, that's fine if you don't. Like, I wouldn't care about a film critic because I don't care that much about films.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly the same. Like, if you watch a film...
Now you've gone off a tangent of, like, actively trying to punish yourself for liking music.
And not actively
I like
punishing,
this song,
no.
so I won't listen to it anymore.
No, but I do afterwards. It's just the first time I skip it. Like, in the long term, I'm only listening to the bad songs once. I'm listening to the good songs many, many times. But why skip? Because efficiency. Because it takes too long. Who the fuck has time to sit there and listen to an entire album? I don't have time for that.
Ever been on a fucking drive?
I want variety. I don't want to listen to a whole album the whole way through. Ever been on a train? I don't want to listen to a whole album the whole way through. Then it's so rare that you get an album where every song is a banger or it's got a well-crafted move from one song to the next.
But what most people do is they listen to the songs, and if they think that they don't like it within the first, minute or so, they'll just skip that song.
Because I want to give because that I would be unfairly not giving it its fair shot. I have to be very, very confident I don't like the song. So I tend to listen to them maybe all the way through.
I don't know. It's the kind of thing that a fucking, like, psychopath, investment banker would do. That's like, I have to be maximum efficient with my time. You're like one of those, crypto bros who thinks, time is money, bro.
I mean, being efficient with what you do is generally a good idea. Why is maximizing efficiency in the consumption of art not to be valued, but it is elsewhere?
It's just a strange way of living.
You listen to a podcast.
I think you're a twat.
That's fair enough. No wonder you complain about watching Valorant VODs. You can't listen to an hour-long album, and VODs are like 14 fucking hours long. Yeah, it's not pleasant.
Guy talks about maximizing efficiency. Meanwhile, he runs a podcast that averages 3.5 hours in length.
I can tell you for sure, I am not listening to something like the Platchat podcast. There's no way. There's no fucking way. I don't make it for people like me. There's no shot.
Here's this thing that I've created and for so many years of my life.
But also, that podcast is not art. Not every piece of content that people make is art.
Platchat noise or art?
Mostly noise, I'd say. But I don't think those are the only two options. I think you presented me with a false dichotomy there. If I wanted to absorb Valorant knowledge as efficiently as possible, I would be 2x speeding tactical rab and then skipping through until we give our real opinions in plat chat and missing out on all of the funny content because we're not actually funny. That's what I would be doing.
You don't think we're funny?
It depends who you're comparing us to.
What do you think is funny?
What do I think is funny? A child falling over. That's funny.
Why on earth would that be the first thing that comes to mind? Why? Why? You could have just said, like, why does it have to be a child? Like, someone slipping on a banana is definitely funny, but it doesn't need to be a child.
No, I mean...
Like, anyone slipping on a banana is funny. Or just people falling over in general is pretty funny. But why does it have to be a child?
I actually don't enjoy it. I genuinely don't like people falling over content. I find it too...
Well, it depends. It depends on, like, whether they look like they've hurt themselves, right? Like, there's a level of fall that definitely is funny where, you know, you can tell that, like, they're going to be fine. You know, but, you know, if someone breaks their leg and is screaming in agony,
I mean, even if there's any
maybe that would turn you on, though, by the way you're talking.
No, I mean, I picked something deliberately absurd there, you know. But I did pick something that other people I know really do find funny. I think it's kind of...
Children falling over?
Some people fucking love watching children fall over. Let me see if I can name 100 artists. Where do I begin? All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Right, Pink Floyd we've already mentioned. Metallica. Hozier. Adele. Madonna. Not that I ever listened to Madonna. Stan Rogers. Fucking Run the Jewels.
Stan Rogers?
Yeah.
6. Six on your list is Stan Rogers.
I really like Stan Rogers. Bombay Bicycle Club.
Fucking hell.
The Killers. Wait, there's so many that begin with K. Kasabian, Kaiser Chiefs. Okay, I run out of the Ks. Wait, can I have Killer Mike separately from Run the Jewels? I think I can. I think I'm allowed. Sabrina Carpenter. Lola Young. What's her name? What's the name that sings Hot to Go? Chaperone. Oh, do I have to spell them properly? How do you spell chaperone? Does it have double P's or something?
If you said it, I think it'll be fine.
Does it have double P's? What else? Fucking... Who else, man? Led Zeppelin. Dude, I don't know how to spell their name either. I think I fucked that one up too.
What? You know how to... You don't know how to spell...
Zeppelin? I don't know. Is it double P? Is it double N?
I think it's double P, isn't it? I mean, I said it and then I thought...
Fuck knows.
Do I know how to spell it? I think it's double P.
Who else? Who else? The Who, the Rolling Stones. Who else? The Fray. Where does that one come from? Dude, is that really only 20?
Fray!
Is that really?
The Fray! The fucking Fray!
Scouting for Girls. Now I'm just pulling deep cut references from my fucking...
Girls!
Because I'm thinking of the ones that you...
Oh yeah, that's...
Fratellis.
That makes sense. No, now you're showing your age, I think. The fact that Fratellis and Scouting for Girls are on this list that early, it's very much showing British...
Well, exactly.
25 to 35 British.
Who else? Father John Misty. I can't think of names, man. Childish Gambino. Who's the Munch girl? Ice Spice. Is that her name? Ice Spice? No, that's not correct, is it? Who's the one that does the Radiohead? Who's the one though that does the Gorillaz? Bro, where else do we go from here? Snoop Dogg. Who was the guy that did the Overwatch League thing? What's his name? The big guy who was always good.
We're only 30 in and you're already pulling from past jobs.
Wait, no, okay. Who do I actually listen to? Queen. Okay. David Bowie, I don't actually listen to. Not a big fan. Simon and Garfunkel. Wait, no, that's his... Simon and Garfunkel? Yes, because it's Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel, isn't it? By the way, I don't listen to either of those.
You're not getting by that. You're not... That's... I don't think that's how you spell Garfunkel.
What?
Also,
it's fucking...
I'm pretty sure it's E-L.
Oh, E-L-L-E. Who gives a shit? I mean, probably him, but...
you're not getting Paul Simon.
Why? Isn't that his name?
No. Yeah, but like you can't have Simon and Garfunkel and then also Paul Simon as like a solo artist.
So am I not allowed to have Killer Mike because he's in the Run the Jewels with LP? Am I not allowed to have people if I name the super band? Speaking of super bands, actually, Foo Fighters,
I think
Nirvana, Them Crooked Vultures, The Good, The Bad, and the Queen's Tits. I can't remember what the fucking band is called. What's the band called with the guy from the Gorillaz and the guy from
I think
Radiohead?
it is the Queen's Tits. You're right. I think it is the Queen's Tits.
It's the good.
I think you had it.
Anyway, Stone Roses. Is Queens of the Stone Age? Is that a band? I think that's a band.
It is a band. Well, you got Foo Fighters and Nirvana, but Dave Grohl also drummed for them for a bit.
Yeah, Santana or something. I'm out of my comfort zone here. Fucking hell. Fuck's sake, Oasis. Jesus Christ, man. There's got to be more. There's got to be more in my head. There has to be more in my head.
Your brain is so strange. Like,
what do you mean?
Like, because when people say, like, if I got most people to do this, they would say Oasis and then instantly go, and
the Blur.
Or they would say
yes.
Or they would say the Rolling Stones and instantly go.
Well, I did the Rolling Stones and I did the Who. I mean, those are connected in my head. But Oasis isn't connected to anything.
Are you missing another one, perhaps?
What? I don't know.
As a British man, this is disappointing.
Fucking, I don't know who I'm missing. Probably, I'm missing a lot of people. There's
also,
a lot
you said
more
Gorillaz, and the guy who created Gorillaz is fucking lead singer of Blur.
Oh yeah, he is, isn't he? What's the Good, the Bad, and the Queen's Tits? I swear that's a band. It's something like that. Anyway, what else are we looking at here? God, there's got to be some of the musical artists that. What do I listen to a lot of? Oh, what are they called? Dry the River. I do listen to them a little bit. All right, let's think of mega famous artists. Mega famous. Beyonce, Taylor Swift. I don't know why I've gone for Take That. I don't know why Take That is coming up next. They are not a big band.
What do you mean?
They are not a big band. They didn't even make it to the US. Really? James Arthur. There's a fucking pull for you.
Yes, let's name the biggest artists we can. Megastars of the ages.
Well, the Beatles. The Beatles. They're quite
Fucking
a big
hell.
band, aren't they? They're quite a big
You
band.
think?
Elvis
This is what I was trying to
Presley.
get you to say. The Rolling Stones and the Beatles.
Oh, are they connected then, those two? Fuck, I'm not even halfway through this list, and who else is pretty big?
Number 44. The Beatles.
Who the fuck else? Who else makes music out there? Who the hell else is out there just plugging away making music? Dominic Fike. Who else? Jesus Christ. Who else is out there making music? Can I have Lonely Island? They make music.
You can have Lonely Island, yes. I'll
Okay.
accept that. I think if they're on Spotify with at least if they're on Spotify and someone has heard of them, I think you can have it.
Okay. Eden Project. Fucking Christ. This is painful, man, trying to pull this.
People are going to look at this
head.
list, though, and say, Lonely Island before this person, that person, this band. You got to Lonely Island first.
How is KSI not on her list? He's defo top 5.
It does explain a lot. Jizz in my pants, just constantly on in the background.
Wait, speaking of which, Northern Boys. Northern Boys, definitely a very legitimate band. Definitely a very legitimate band. What else? What the fuck else?
Put me on there if you want.
C2C. What else? Oh, BB No Money. There you go. There's a more modern reference for you. Who else have we had? Doing Valorant. Zed? Is that his name? Who was the guy who made the skins with Valorant? Fuck, I don't think his name was Zed, was it? Was it Zeb? What the fuck was his name, man? What's his name? Zed. It began with a Z, didn't it? It began with a Z. Oh, fuck it. Z. Okay, well, we'll have to move on. We'll have to move on from that one. Okay, think about solo artists, people who went solo. Think about there's Christmas songs. Think about Christmas songs.
Christmas songs? We're in Christmas songs.
Leona Lewis. Michael Bublé.
Bublé.
Mariah Carey. Oh Christ. Bach, Beethoven, Tchaikovsky.
Okay, I'll give you that. That's a good. But this is what I mean. See how you've named all of like people of a similar ilk.
Chopin.
What is so strange about your brain is it doesn't work like that for anyone else.
No, but to me,
just apparently
to me, quite a lot of classical composers are linked in my brain. You know.
Yeah, but for some reason, fucking Oasis and Blur is like two separate parts of the brain.
Yes, they're not connected, man. They're not connected. What else have we got out here? Blackpink. That's a band. Who else? The fucking Dropkick Murphys. Who else? Jesus Christ.
I don't think the Dropkick Murphys would make most people's lists of this.
Wouldn't they?
I'm not sure they would.
You're saying most people's lists wouldn't go Mozart, Blackpink, Dropkick Murphys. Can I get a local band? The Wildcats of Kilkenny. They're a band from the northeast that do Irish music.
If someone's heard of them.
I mean, I can't say whether or
Spotify.
not someone else has heard of them. I don't know. But
Someone will. Someone will.
They're
I'm sure.
called the Wildcats of Kilkenny. Oh, fucking hell. What else? Blink 182 or 182. I never know which way you're supposed to say that. My wife gets very angry at me for that.
After he finishes, someone screenshot it and post it saying these are his top 100 artists of all time.
This is not a tier list, man. This is not a tier list.
So, Blackpink before 5 black people.
Let's go for the band Yes. The Beach Boys. Let's go for Beach Boys.
I feel like I'm learning so much and also so little.
Yeah, true. Let's go for Prince. Let's go for Jackson 5. Am I allowed Michael Jackson if I've already done the Jackson 5? Sure, I'm gonna take it anyway.
At this point, I don't think it matters. The fact that Michael Jackson is what how many fucking down on this list. Think of all the people that you named before Michael fucking Jackson.
I don't
Look
listen
at
to
all
him.
of the.
I don't listen to him.
I don't give a
I
shit.
don't
Like,
listen to him.
but you literally before said, let's just think of some really. But like, you got to Queen and David Bowie, and you were in the right era, and then just went.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm on to Dave Grohl now.
Okay, hold up. Who am I going for here? What's his name? Who wrote all of the songs for Lion King? What's his name?
Oh my god.
John. Elton John. His surname's John. Yeah, there we go. We got there in the end.
John.
We got there in the end, man.
Elton John.
Okay, hold up. What's the name of the guy who wrote the Tarzan songs, which are all shit? Wait, can I have John Williams? John Williams, a very famous composer.
Oh yeah, I don't see why not.
What was the guy called?
Yeah.
I don't know
what
his
he's
name.
called.
I don't
He's
know
also
his name.
He was also is, I guess, in a band.
I don't know his name. I think he shares a name. Is his name similar to Mike Tyson? I feel like his name's similar to Mike Tyson.
Not at all. It's not similar to fucking.
I feel like it's pretty.
Wait till you hear what it is. Wait till you hear what it is.
I feel like it's
That's
pretty
an
similar,
all-time.
honestly. Guns N' Roses. Queens of the Stone Age I'm putting in here. Because I think they're a band. Pretty sure they're a band.
I already told you they were.
Oh, I wasn't listening to you.
It's just Stone
Surely
Age.
it's
Though.
a shot for each
Oh,
one less
Stone
than
Age.
100 when the game starts.
Okay, let's think. What about Amy Winehouse? Should have had that a while back. What a great voice.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, Limp
Was that a
Bizkit,
music critic
Queen,
right there?
System of a Down, Pearl Jam, Kings of Leon, Sade, UB40.
What the Well, now I can't use any of those. You've actually just destroyed me there by taking a bunch of them out of the usable pool. But you did remind me of Aerosmith because of Guitar Hero. I don't know why I'm remembering Guitar Hero more than I'm remembering the music I listen to on a regular basis. The Jam, and the lead singer who did solo stuff is called, don't know, but Elvis Costello then comes to mind.
Elvis Costello comes to mind, not when you named Elvis Presley, of course.
No, he didn't come to mind then. The Police. What else?
If only there was someone in the Police who was known for doing solo work as well.
Is that Sting? I actually don't know enough about the Police. Is that Sting who is the front man of the Police? I don't know. What else? Of Monsters and Men. Or was that the name of a song they wrote? Is that the name of the band or is that the name of a song? I think they're an Icelandic band. And I think there's another...
Do I tell him if he's correct?
I think there's a... Wait. There's another Icelandic band as well that I'm trying to pull. I've lost it. They do a lot of nonsense lyrics. Just on nonsense lyrics, REM.
Right, you've already got Lonely Island.
Yeah, we've already got Lonely Island. Shit. What else? Chill on REM. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean they definitely do a lot of nonsense lyrics though.
No helpers. No looking at the chat.
Okay. We got to think of people. I'm thinking to The Weeknd. The Weeknd. Doesn't he style his name? He doesn't spell it out like The Weeknd, does he? He removes like a bunch of vowels or something.
Yeah, it's without any.
The Weeknd. Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls, Tupac.
You see how your brain again has gone from one to the other in kind of a somewhat
Yes, but now you're interrupting
logical...
me, and now you've fucked it up. Now you've fucked it up again. Dr. Dre. Eazy-E. Ice-T. Well, I don't know how you spell it. Is it with a Z? I don't fucking know. It's Eazy-E. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know.
Stop looking at chat.
Well, I'm
looking for help.
No, I'm not trying to look for help. I saw them spamming like omega lols, so I knew I'd spelt something wrong or said someone's name wrong. At least this isn't as slow as naming 100 women. Maybe that's worse, to be honest with you. That might be worse. I think the more condensed the category, the easier it is. The tighter the category, the easier it is. For instance, give me, for instance, if I just thought of a genre, I think that would narrow it down massively. Like if I thought about Evanescence, and then what's the Jesus Christ, who does Hayley Williams sing for? Paramore. My Chemical Romance. I'm just gonna call them MCR. What are some of the other ones? What are some of those other like pop, emo, pop punk bands from the 2000s? Panic at the Disco.
Wow, you even knew about the exclamation mark. Wow.
Yep. I think I've hit my limit. I don't think I know 100.
You're so fucking close. You know, come on. Think of any other genre. You've missed some pretty fucking big names.
Other genre. Let's think of Baroque. I'm tapped out of Baroque. I don't have anyone else in Baroque.
You even say that? Why not just, I don't know, pop?
Pop's too wide. Wait, what is the woman, Wrecking Ball woman? Who came in? I came in like a wrecking ball. What the fuck is that woman called? Hannah Montana looking ass.
Can't have Hannah Montana.
Fucking 9 Inch Nails. Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I think Johnny Cash does too. Came in like a wrecking ball. He did a great version of that.
Miley Cyrus, dude. Because I went from Miley Cyrus to Billy, whatever her dad's called, Billy Cyrus, and then I was thinking Johnny Cash, and then I thought Johnny Cash doing a cover of 9 Inch Nails. So I had to work my way backwards from 9 Inch Nails to Johnny Cash. Then I got distracted on a tangent thinking about fucking good country music. So I thought not First Aid Kit.
And not one did he mention from you.
Then what else? Who were the people who sang Bop? What were they called?
What? I mean, you're talking about a fucking one-hit wonder from years ago. Why would that be your go-to?
Do they not count?
They do count. I know who sings it.
I don't know who sings it. I don't know. Something Ray Jepsen. Someone Ray Jepsen. Carly Rae Jepsen? Is that a singer?
That is yes. Didn't do Bop, but yeah, that is a person.
Okay.
She did Call Me Maybe.
Yes, of course she did. CeeLo Green. And to finish, we will end on the band Aha. Jesus Christ, that was a struggle.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That was a struggle. Those are somewhat similar.
83% of your named artists are men.
83% of my named artists were men? I think that's an unfair thing to run stats on. Also, is that really true? Were 83% of them men? I don't think that's true. Just count, were there more than 17 women? 1, 2, 3,
I'm
4,
gonna end my
5,
stream and get up
6,
for Pacific. So
7,
you can
8.
enjoy. That was an experience that I just had.
Jesus Christ, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, fucking hell. 15, 16, you gotta give me those. 17, 18, 19. I'm gonna say 19. I'm gonna say there's 19. Of Monsters and Men has a woman in it as well? Okay, so 20. 20%. 20% women, that's not bad. This is why you were thinking of Phil Collins, Mike Tyson? Wait, maybe this actually might be why I'm thinking of... Wait, this actually might be why I was thinking of Phil Collins, Mike Tyson.